And looks like we're going to get ready and go straight into this second game. Sase versus Fnatic MSI Sen.
The break is done. The game is loading. It's going to be Sase versus Sen. First match of the round of 16. It is getting heated up. In the south position, we have the blue Zerg currently up 1-0. If you would like him to close the series out, give a cheer for Fnatic MSI Sen! But if you are rooting for the Swede, the Protoss player, the only Protoss to go 10-1 other than White Ra and Naniwa, give a cheer for MYM Sase! And wow, Sase is not building that pylon on the low ground. A lot of players love Forge Expands on this map, building it on his ramp.
And as we talked about before, Sase plays so much. I am 100% certain he has a plan for this map. And we'll have to see how he does that. And already, okay, he was just a little bit slow on using that Chrono Boost. I was going to say, no way is he already saving up. That does not make sense. And we'll have to see what time he decides to put that gateway down, whether he'll cut production and get it a little bit earlier, or whether he'll keep it up and go up to 13 or 14. And it looks like it will be going down on 13. And the Overlord for Sen going in the wrong direction, unfortunately for him. The second one will be able to get around the back of that base. And like in the previous game, Sen will definitely be using the second Overlord to scout for those gases. We'll be able to swing around and check for them and try to guess what Sase is planning.
I mean, Sase has been playing so great in this tournament. I mean, we saw him do some amazing games. I believe it was against Empire Kos in the early rounds, just playing so great, having some immaculate builds in PvT. Keep in mind, if you have missed any of the action, every single game getting uploaded to my archives, day9tv.blip.tv. You can rewatch any of the games that Apollo and I casted. And Sase having some remarkable results. Sen not getting the chance to display those results on stream, but now is taking the early expansion, getting the extractor up, getting the spawning pool. It looks like both players going to scout one another last.
Yeah, and that's actually kind of a late scout from Sen here on 16. Going to go ahead and send that. Actually, no, he's just going to go and chase this probe around. And he has no information of what's going on. And he might not even be able to get into the base of Sase with a drone if he leaves it any longer, because that Stalker or Sentry will be on its way out very shortly. And now this drone still chasing around this probe, making sure no pylons are made, no cannon rushes, or anything like that.
Now the Cybernetics core does complete. Looks like he will almost certainly be starting that ultra-fast warp gate. There it does go down. We see that, interestingly, getting this third gas up, but Sase not putting any guys into mining yet.
Yeah, that's interesting. I noticed that a lot. He actually uses the waypoint of the Nexus to load up that second gas. The reason for that, so he can have key saturation and 16 probes on the mineral field, so he can get that expansion up a little bit sooner.
That is actually a brilliant point. Look at this brilliant pairing. Each set of workers, 2 per mineral, exactly. Literally perfectly paired up. That is the sort of meticulousness that gets you into the lead. I mean, already it looks like Sase not quite keeping up with Sen and drones, but keep in mind Sen does have almost all of his harvesters on those minerals, so Sase trying to get as much out as he can.
And I love how Sase is so aggressive with these early units, and he's got to make sure that he doesn't let these lings in, but I love how he moves out with early units so that the lings cannot scout that ramp. And as you can see now, he's going for a 2-gate expand here. And just because of the way that he used that probes to go into that second simulator, is able to get that Nexus out a little bit faster than usual. And now Sen does scout it with these lings. And we'll keep them down there to make sure that it isn't cancelled or anything. But look at this, Day 9. What do we have in Sase's base?
It is Idra's favorite structure to play against a Stargate. Going down in the main of Sase, and I mean, I love to talk about how this expansion is supposed to go down a little bit after the 6-minute mark, and we see the 6-minute mark is only just now getting hit. That is a sign that Sase's amazing worker pairing in the main paying huge dividends, far larger than I would have thought possible. This is a very cool style of play from Sase, all allowed by how he established that early economy.
And look at Sen, he's added on a second, third, and fourth extractor without a third base. What is he planning here? Is this maybe fast Hydras or Aspire, or it could very well be a Nidus one. We'll have to see what exactly this is, but I am extremely confused with this. And is he going to go ahead? He's going to go ahead and get this third base as well. This is really interesting.
I would anticipate that this is going to be a Spire Tech coming out for Sen, but he might have to do a heavy rearrangement. Given the fact that we do see this Void Ray is coming out very soon, how is Sase going to proceed? Is he going to go for the aggressive immediate rally? Will he? Oh, he's sending it this way. He could potentially get a free hatchery if he just rallies it straight south. Spinecrawler is going down right now for Sen. Sen must be very confused seeing these two gateways up at the front, and he is going to be shocked when that one Void Ray rolls in a lot earlier than it is supposed to.
Indeed, and well, how many queens does he? He doesn't have a third queen. And is using Overlords to spread creep instead. So this is going to be dangerous. He's going to have to add on 2 queens immediately. And this Void Ray is going to take rid of this Overlord and also move in. Could possibly get a cancellation on this base, but Sen is going to move down these 2 queens here.
And there he is doing some great control, trying to scoot as far away from these queens as possible. Already target firing 1 because here comes the Phoenix lifting up the 1 getting target fired. The Void Ray now in low health, but will have to fall back. Sase should have lifted the 1 that was not being attacked by the Void Ray. He would have gotten a guaranteed kill. But now we see some Zerglings trying to sweep in. Do get a good surround, but no. Repelled by the nice force fields of Sase.
That second force field, though, I don't think he really needed it.
Oh.
2 more force fields. A lot of wasted energy there. I'm not really sure if he needed all 4 of them force fields, but once again, we have the Void Rays doing a lot of damage here, picking up the other queen. 1 queen is surely going to go down. And it looks like the second one now is going to be picked up by that third incoming.
Oh, and there it gets lifted, but will the Void Ray fall? And it does! Sase losing focus temporarily, and 9 Mutalisks getting produced by Sen. This could totally catch Sase by surprise. Looks like Sase has stopped the production of those Phoenixes. Sase trying to establish control of his third base, but Sase could lose to a very fast Mutalisk attack by Sen.
This is, well, you don't really see Spire this quick in this matchup.
Definitely.
And it's kind of unusual, especially in the European scene. You never see Zerg players go this fast Spire. And Sase being Swedish, is playing on the European server compared to Sen not playing on the European server. This is going to be very difficult for him because he's gone for a Robotics Bay. I have no idea how that is going to help because it's and in come the Mutas.
Oh, Sase, in a total surprising result, is going to have to cancel that 1. Colossus is now moving in with the Phoenixes, but Sen picks 1 off. Sase is going to need to produce more. I mean, Sen is completely dominating this game at this point.
Wow, 53 probes versus 53 drones versus 37 probes now. And that's another big lead once again. Sen showing us why he was invited, what dominant style in both games, and these Mutas just completely catching Sase off guard. He still has not got his third base up, and he's going to let that Colossus complete, actually, which is an interesting decision.
Looks like Sase is still going to try to establish some sort of control in the later stages, starting to begin to produce a lot more Colossi. If these Phoenixes are controlled well, they can pick off these Mutas 1 at a time, but given the fact that these Mutas are popping out by the bucket load, it is going to be very difficult to continue to keep up. The only way I can foresee if Sase can control it properly is to get a second Stargate, and there it looks like the Phoenixes begin to dart in. Can they pick off any of those Phoenixes? No, they will still be targeting a lot of the probes. Sase having nice control, trying to catch up at this point.
And back and forth micro action between the Mutalisks and these Phoenixes. And Sen now taking the 4th base will want to go straight into double geysers. As you can see now, both of them do pop up immediately. And the reason for this is he can continue with the gas income, get even more Mutalisks. And once you get to that critical mass of Mutalisks, it's so hard to defend with. And Sase is already behind in this game. 96 food versus 131. It's going to be very difficult to deal with this. He's going to have to, try and attack out of this. I don't think he can just use gateway units alone. He's trying to add on a few more Phoenixes, but with Sen's micro here, it's going to be very difficult to deal with.
We do see that Nexus at the top, now going to be under fire very soon here. We do have a giant pack of Mutalisks, 20 Mutalisks en route, and it looks like the Phoenixes do arrive, but 1 falls almost immediately. Pylons going down. Keep in mind, even if these pylons do not get killed, Mutalisk's attack bounces 3 times. So we see that this Phoenix already dropping down to red health despite not actually taking direct damage. It is those Muta bounces. We see the Phoenixes having a little bit of a miss-rally. Sase could have done massive damage with that early Void Ray Phoenix harass, but stopped producing the Phoenixes. and with the surprise Mutalisk in rough shape.
And I'm surprised that Sase hasn't added on any cannons to these mineral lines, because once again they are under fire. He's got to be careful not to lose any sentries either, as Sen will definitely try to pick out any position sentries. All Phoenixes go down.
And, I mean, Sen in absolute control of this game. At the expansion, we see all the Spine Crawlers making their way forward. A Spore Crawler. The Natural Expo, the fourth one, the fourth base of Sen up and running now. In the unit counting station, we see 26 Mutalisks.
Oh, 2 Colossus!
Oh, no. Sase crumbling under this pressure. We saw him play near perfect games at the start of the day, but no, all the way at the end in the round of 16 up against a superstar Zerg like Sen. Sen picking Sase apart.
I love Sen's Mutalisk control, stacking them always, especially when he's trying to fight. It's really good not letting them go too spread out. And as you can see now, doing a lot of damage, powering off the Cybernetics Core and the Gateway, slowly but surely tearing apart Sase here. And Sase has a lot of links. He's actually upgrading. I mean, Sen has a lot of links and actually upgrading the central feudal hooks as well. And will begin to morph into so many banelings.
Oh my goodness. Sen knows how to end a game with a bang.
And I'd love it if he actually upgraded the Ventral Sacs. That would make my day. But he's just going to go rolling with these banelings.
And I mean, look at this one missed rally point by Sase. I mean, this is a huge mistake. I'm curious to know how many Phoenixes have just suicided marching forward. And there, the Mutalists move in. We see 29, 30 workers killed right now by Sen. Sase refusing to give up. And at the front, the Zerglings rolling in.
Oh.
No units here to defend the banelings. Oh no, the poor probes. Oh!
Sen even going for the third base with these banelings. One Nexus goes down, and there goes the second.
Oh, Sase.
Back
and
to one base.
His mate, we see only has 13 workers. Sen gonna march in, maybe take out this Nexus.
Oh wow,
Sase.
Sen.
Sase moving all around the map, but still cannot quite manage to keep up with his control. And Sase barely has enough for one Nexus.
Sase is going to be revealed soon.
Oh, poor Sase. We see another 36 banelings in production.
Oh, wow. Sen absolutely tearing apart Sase in both games. And has not rebuilt that base and is being revealed.
And it looks like Sen just going to 1A all these Mutalisks, do as much damage as he can, picking off the Colossus.
Wow, picks off the Colossus and now keeps rolling in with the banelings. Probes suicide into the banelings. And Sase
there
GG's.
it is, the good game. Sase started off this tournament 5-0, only losing one game.
Wow, so many banelings.
So many banelings. Sen doubling Sase's score at the end of the game. And you know, Diapollo, it's one of those moments where you realize that where you're placed in the groups really ends up sort of clouding your representation in terms of the player pool. Sen, one of the players to go 4-1, but you think about the only person he lost to was OGS MC, known for having a near perfect Protoss versus Zerg.
And unfortunately for Sase, that's going to be the end of his tournament now. And Sen does move on to the next round. And just looking at the brackets now, Sen will move on and he will face the winner of July Zerg and Mana.
So that is going to be a huge, huge match no matter what the outcome is. But speaking of huge matches, I know the one that everyone has been waiting for in exactly 1 hour from right now. OGS MC will take on Idra in the round of 16. A best of 3. Will Idra be able to do a long-term clutch play, or will he choke again?
I am so excited for that. Exactly 1 hour from now, we'll be going live once again and bring you Idra versus MC. I'm excited for that, Sean.
I really cannot wait. Whatever you do, if you're watching this at home, please tweet. Tell everybody that OGS MC rematch is happening here by complete random draw chance. The rematch everyone wanted to see. MC has been dominating.
Yeah.
Idra has been looking very shaky. Will MC beat Idra in another tournament? Knocked him out of Dreamhack Invitational,
Yeah.
knocked him out of MLG Columbus, and now here we are in Dreamhack Summer. Do you have any predictions for that match?
I don't know. The way I just been playing in this tournament, and the way he played against MC and MLG, I'm going to have to give it to MC, unfortunately.
I will say, though, in a lot of Idra's recent games, especially the ones we've seen today, Idra is not giving up early. He's sticking in games where he's behind and making incredible comebacks. It's been a treat to watch. Let's see, though, if he can work on his solid, fundamental play and pull a win. Whatever you do, do not go anywhere. In 1 hour, Idra versus MC.